Hello, everybody, and good evening. Thank you very much for tuning back in. And also, I would like to say thank you very much for me to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's a big goal, as you know. 1,000 is where you can start to do certain things. So, yeah, I'm very happy with that. And for those who subscribe to me on Twitter, via Twitter, I'm very happy for that. Yeah, thank you very much, and keep subscribing if you have anyone that needs to follow. I follow this guy, Triangle Investor. You should too, by the way. He has some very good content. Um, and he said that there are these sub 5 million market cap uranium companies, and I said to him, I would like to do a TA video on this, and this is what I have done. So I have looked at every single one of these. Some of them I have skipped out because either they have traded for like a month or two, so that you can't use that to anything, or maybe the chart was just too messy. And that's what you get with these very small micro caps because it doesn't take much to move it in either direction. So if you have a guy that wants to sell a huge amount of stocks, it will go down 30% in a heartbeat, and vice versa, right? If you have one guy want to buy, it can go up 30% very quickly. So take it as you may, and if you can find a trader too, awesome. If not, I hope you enjoyed your stay anyways. Uh, just to start with, we are going into a very important week, or maybe we need one more week, but anyways, for uranium, we are looking at a possible very big breakout here after a 18-month long consolidation here. And hopefully we can break up from this final trend line at $22. Then we'll go for 24, which is a big resistance, as you know. And when we can escape the 24, that's when, in my view, we have the next leg up in uranium miners. URNM very quickly still has some work to do. We are still some distance from the breakout trend line, but we will get there at some point, I think. Yeah, good. Let's look into it. I have what is it, like 12 roughly? 12 roughly. So let's look into it. AAC right now, some of them I have made a few lines on, and some of I haven't because they're very tricky to begin with, some of them. But what I'm seeing here, if you want to invest in some micro caps, I think you should have some exposure. Of course, you shouldn't invest 10%, but maybe 0.5% or whatever of a bankroll you can go into some of these because they will do very good when they start to pop. Right, you can see right now we are very low and we have been a lot higher than before. Currently, right now, double bottom. If you want to have a microcap stock, you can buy at the double bottom here, and yeah, see what happens. Again, very risky, very volatile. So yeah, AL right now, I'm currently seeing a a bit of a skewed head and shoulders coming across here. We have the head, and then we have the shoulder here. The right shoulder is a bit lower than I would like to have it compared to the left shoulder, but anyways, it's still valid. And what you want to see if you are on the bull side, if you want to have a breakout above this parallel channel going down here, and then you can have your buy here if you want to, and then you can hopefully ride the neckline and beyond. And if it happens, you have the stop loss below right here, so it's quite easy to set up. But anyways, we have to wait and see what happens. It's not the perfect head and shoulder, inverted head and shoulders, but yeah. Cosa Resources, there has only been like a year of trading, but what I'm trying to see if this could look like some sort of cup here, and then you have some sort of handle maybe, excuse me, some sort of handle this way, or another cup here, right, and then a handle. If you can follow my drift, excuse me for not hitting the lines that good, but anyways, I hope you can see what I mean. You have maybe another cup here into a handle. So what are you looking at to buy? I think we can lower this one down to here. So we have the weekly highs, and then we can do like this. So when we get above, let's call it 0.46-ish, maybe a bit higher depending on how risky you are. Then I think you have a good breakout here, perhaps. Again, it's a very small one, so yeah. cxu right now we need to zoom out a bit because this one is in a very long downward parallel trend channel, and if we get this low, you can get a perfect entry here for the third touch at around, I don't know what exactly where it is, but 0.003, very low, great risk reward. Or you can wait for a possible breakout to the upside of this channel here. There might be some other setups meanwhile where you can say, okay, I will have a position, but to me that's how I want to play it if I were to invest. Buy the lower bound or the breakout. GLA, Gladiator Resources, right now in a big squeeze here. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and if you can get it at 5 here at around 0.009, 0.01-ish, perfect entry, then in my view, you could have completed the fifth wave here, and then we should probably go for the breakout. But you should have your orders ready because you cannot. You should use limit orders to get these kind of low ticks if you want to. So yeah, that's how I see that one. Madison Metals, green or gren, or however you want to call it, in a big squeeze, has only been trading for like a year. So we have the points here, quite simple. And then I think if we can get a touch here, you can have a buy, or you can await the breakout above the white, the line coming down here. You can wait. You will break the upper trend line. The white one here should be orange, but anyways, you will also break the 30 weekly coming down here. So both are valid. Also, you can see here a minor inverted head and shoulders that we broke out from, and now we're back below again. So yeah, MDM. I need to zoom way out here. It's a bit difficult to see for me, but we are in some sort of downward channel or expanding channel a bit. But I think actually this was the low here. We made a double bottom here, as you can see. And now we are at the middle, if you can call it that, the middle section coming down here. That's the best line that I can find actually. This one is a bit tricky, but if you want to go long, you should do it here. If you get above this one and the breakout, or if you can get it at lower prices, maybe even a triple touch to the 0.015. It could be some way to do it, but this one is a bit more messy. But let's see. Okay, NCLR. Quite simple to me. We are in a again, a downward channel here, all the way down. And actually, you can see the weekly candle here is a massive hammer after it touched the lower rail or the lower boundary of this trend channel. So I think this is actually a good buy point in these ranges right here, if you can get these. Otherwise, we have to wait for the breakout of the channel and also the 30 weekly. So yeah, that's how we want to play it. Pega Resources, quite similar as you just saw. In a long term, a bit downsloping parallel trend coming across here. And if you can get the low tick here at 0.06 roughly, to me, perfect buy if you want to have it, or you can wait for the breakout above to the upside. So, but keep in mind, if you are waiting, as you can see, right, if you are waiting for the breakout, after that, it has already been running roughly 1000%. So keep that in mind. TMC, one of the most messy charts that I saw of these that I have added. The only thing I could find really was that we had a gap here that we have closed. You're seeing a bounce here. So right now the floor is 0.15, but we also have some gaps down here that you should be wary of. Oops, excuse me, guys. Yeah. So you can either go for some sort of double bottom if you're lucky, you want to do that, or just just wait for some sort of basing pattern going across here while the 30 weekly starts to flatten out, and then you can have your entry. It's a bit messy, so I can't get some more get more clear entries right now. UX Uranium Energy. What a name. What a goddamn name. But actually the setup is quite nice, to be honest. One big squeeze, you can see going back, let's call it 3 years. You can see all the way down here, one big squeeze, the upper, and you simply wait for the break to the upside. Nothing more, nothing less in my view. Yeah, big squeeze coming up, and it will break to the upside. If, you know, uranium, the bigger companies and URA is breaking out, this one will definitely follow suit. I would imagine so. Atom Minerals Corporation, been in a quite an expanding formation here coming across for the past 5-6 years. And right now what I'm looking at, I actually have this one on my radar before this video, is this squeeze coming down here. And right now I think, as you can see, 0.02 is the floor. We have had a lot of touches all the way. And I think if the overall uranium market will start to boom, then we'll see the first breakout of the white one, and then hopefully the next one here at some point. Cuckoo. Actually, even though it's a light volume traded company, you can see the technicals perfectly, right? We have the formation here, breakdown, the famous retest, and then just resumption. That's quite nice actually to see. Right now we are at a very, very low point. The past 2 weeks has been some sort of a doji, as you can see. With the last week with some very, very good volume, like 4 or 5x the weekly volume coming in below here. If we can go to the daily, let's see what happens here. Nothing much. It's just doesn't matter at all. But anyway, big volume coming in here at a doji of reversal. So I think if you are in for it, you could buy when we get back above this red candle here at 0.06 for a possible candlestick reversal. But yeah, daily very oversold. So if you are, you can. I mean, it's up to you, of course, but you can buy these lows here, I guess, because very oversold. If the overall uranium market will go, this should, again, difficult to say, but this could be a bottom. But for now, you don't have any formations telling that it is a bottom. So you can also wait, of course, for a double bottom, whatever you wanna see. Last one is ARE, Argonaut Resources. Fantastic name, I would like to say. This is actually this has been trading for a long time, going back to 2001 actually, but you can see the touches all the way down, right? And right now you can put it here, or I can skew it here. It's a bit tricky, but I decided to do it horizontal. The past half a year, it has been very messy, as you can see here, up and down, up and down. It's trading at 0.001. So of course it cannot go any lower because then it will go to zero, right? So very risky. But if you can get a breakout to the upside with a false breakdown here and then a slingshot, as many people would like to call it, you can buy the break here. But I will say this, very risky, because I think this one is a very, very, very small market cap. I can't actually see it, can I? Market cap, yeah, 6 million, yeah. So very small. So, but if you can get a slingshot here to the upside, you can break the breakout here if you want to. So yeah. Okay, that's what I had. I found this very funny actually. It's very difficult to do TA on such small market caps, but still, I think there were some setups that you could use, I guess. If you like this, please subscribe. Please support me on Twitter and YouTube. And yeah, have an awesome day, and see you for the next week of trading. The futures will go live in around 2 hours. So have an awesome day, guys. Cheers.